Where do we even begin? China's Gansu and Inner Mongolia felt like a place utterly distinct from anything we had seen in China so far. As surreal as it may sound, what we discovered surpassed the bounds of our imagination. Following the traces of the Silk Road, we encountered places that truly left us astounded. Man-made marvels and natural wonders in a region rich with cultural diversity and expansive history. Starting in Dunhuang, the final outpost of the Silk Road before it trails westward, we felt like traveling in time as we explored places narrating tales from a long time ago. Along the way, we could clearly feel the magic of this province, ultimately arriving in the wild stretches of the Gobi Desert in Inner Mongolia. Here we are on the former outpost of the Silk Road. Our caravan is approaching Dunhuang, and you really feel how the camel is working against sinking into the sand.
In ancient times, Chinese caravans traveled across the singing sand dune in Dunhuang along the Silk Road to Central Asia and Europe. Nowadays, it's a vivid tourist attraction where you can spend the whole day trying out various desert activities, whilst collecting tons of sand. In between the dunes, a spring shapes the landscape, making it look like a small oasis. The crescent moon lake in the middle of the sand dunes is more than 1,000 years old and of natural origin. After the sun sets and the camels go to sleep, it's time to explore the nightlife on Dunhuang's night market. We're in the middle of Dunhuang exploring the night market. It's already 10 p.m. but the streets are still crowded. It's amazing to see so many people enjoying their evening.
I'm so super hungry today, and we are now starting to work ourselves through those local food stands here. Those cold noodles are a popular local dish, and they just add fresh vegetables, vinegar and some spicy sauce.
Mutton and donkey is the most popular meat here in Gansu province. We got a mutton stuffed bun here. Let's try. It's really soft the meat and a lot of fat inside. And here we have our donkey burger. Looks similar from the outside, but different from the inside. Of course we're gonna try. Much more crispy. Very delicious. It's mine. Finishing our day with some yogurt ice cream. The food really didn't disappoint so far. Filled with energy, we took our way to Dunhuang's most majestic and breathtaking site. Carved into the cliffs above the Dunhuang River, the Mogao Caves southeast of Dunhuang comprise one of the largest treasure houses of Buddhist art in the world. Situated at a strategic point of the Silk Road, the Mogao Caves were constructed between the 4th and 14th century. They were the last step before the travelers went to Central Asia or Europe.
There are currently 492 preserved caves, housing about 45,000 square meters of murals and about 2,000 painted sculptures. Unfortunately, we couldn't film inside. There are only a few caves open every day. They alternate daily because they are protected from light and carbon dioxide.
Still stunned by this incredible view, we set off east following the Silk Road towards the Jiayuguan pass. We are on Jiayu Pass, which is the first frontier fortress on the west end of the Ming Dynasty Great Wall. The Great Wall of China, more than 8,000 kilometers long and connected by hundreds of passes. The Jiayuguan Pass is the greatest, oldest and most legendary one. It was built as military defense point to guard the far northwestern area of China. At the same time, it played a strategic role as key waypoint on the Silk Road. In the Ming Dynasty, foreign merchants and envoys entered China along the Silk Road through this pass.
Here we see the gates in the east and west, and on the northern and southern side, the fortress is connected to the Great Wall.
Speaking of the Great Wall, we're climbing up another part of the Ming Great Wall. This part here got reconstructed in 1986. From here we move on to Zhangye, the next commercial port on the ancient Silk Road, and a testimony of astonishing natural sceneries. Pingshan Grand Canyon is located next to Zhangye in a Mongolian township. The scenic area is 40 kilometers long and 26 kilometers wide. The Grand Canyon has an altitude of 1,500 to 2,500 meters.
The township and Grand Canyon were a relevant trading gateway to Inner Mongolia. Furthermore, the canyon served as a strategic military barrier to withstand foreign invaders.
This special geomorphic landscape is formed by hundreds of millions of years of crustal uplift, natural wind and water erosion. We followed our way along the Silk Road and arrived in Zhangye. We are now on top of the Rainbow Mountains. These colorful and stunning rock formations are located in the Zhangye National Geopark and rest their foothills in the Jilin Mountains.
Walking on rainbows, yeah, yeah!
This colorful landscape was created by minerals and sandstone being layered on top of each other over the years with the tectonic plates shifting. Rain, wind and time have further sculpted the rock formations, creating this amazing pattern.
Just when you thought Zhangye had given its all with the breathtaking Pingshan Grand Canyon and the mesmerizing Rainbow Mountains, hold tight, because we are about to step into another spectacular highlight, the tranquil and peaceful Mati Temple.
It's a large grotto group consisting of 7 small grotto groups stretching 30 kilometers. Different caves and Tibetan Buddhist temples can be found here.
The Mati Temple in the background has 7 floors. And we will be walking up those stairs carved into the stones, even up to the 7th.
Legend has it that once a sacred horse left its footprint here in this rock while drinking water. This is how Mati Temple, in English Horse Hoof Temple, got its name. We're just speechless seeing this biggest cave here with 15 meters in height. Absolutely incredible. There is no official record proving the time when Mati Temple was built. However, the earliest records can be traced back to the Eastern Jin dynasty, 300 to 400 AD.
It is said that the construction lasted over 200 years, and obviously there were no power tools at that time.
Really crazy feeling standing here outside of the cave on a wooden ground which is slightly shifting to the side.
Here are we now walking up to the 7th floor. It's unbelievable that everything that we see here was just built by bare hands. Leaving behind the sacred serenity of Mati Temple, our journey takes us across miles of open road. Every mile driven, every landscape crossed brings us closer to Inner Mongolia and the Gobi Desert. Welcome to Inner Mongolia. You directly feel it on the streets. We are changing cars now, going into the Gobi Desert. We are on the way up to sand sliding. The dune is quite steep. Good to have a ladder here. Anne is getting ready. One of the desert's unique features are the roughly 140 lakes scattered within its boundaries. These precious water bodies, shimmering like jewels amidst the sand, offer a crucial lifeline to both wildlife and the nomadic people who have navigated these vast expanses for centuries. Can you believe that we are amidst some of the tallest stationary dunes on Earth? These colossal sand structures reach staggering heights of up to 500 meters. That's nearly as tall as Shanghai's world's financial center. Although most of the dunes in the desert are not static, the ones ranging above 200 meters usually are. Only the shallow sand on the surface is moving, while the sand beneath is compacted for more than over 20,000 years.
We're now standing in the middle of a lake with such high salinity that it even appears pink. You can see even the salt shining on our feet now. The Badan temple is a well-preserved Buddhist Tibetan temple located in the middle of the desert. It was built in 1791 at the side of a lake. Its isolation allowed it to stay untouched.
With our arrival at the camp, our Silk Road adventure finds its end. As we settle into our traditional Mongolian yard, the promise of a night warmed by a crackling bonfire awaits, capping off our journey under the vast canvas of the desert sky.